In today's episode of the More Members Now podcast, I'm going to share with you, or I'm going to ask you the question: are you trying to build a Ferrari on a Volkswagen budget? Now you're saying to me, Scott, what does that have to do with membership? What does that have to do with my business? What does that have to do with me actually serving people and multiplying and accelerating the growth of my membership? Well, I'm going to share with you why this question is extremely important and could be one of the most important questions you ask yourself all year long.
Welcome to the More Members Now podcast with Scott Whitaker, where you can get more members, increase retention, and multiply the profits from your membership program. And now, your host, best-selling author, speaker, and founder of Membership Multipliers, Scott Whitaker.
So one of the most important questions that you could potentially ask yourself all year long is this: am I trying to build a Ferrari on a Volkswagen budget? Here's what I mean by this. Too many times I see businesses, not just membership businesses, but businesses in general, trying to be bigger than what they really are, trying to have the best than what they could potentially or should be investing in right now, trying to have more or demonstrate that they have more than what they actually have right now. Listen, I'm all for growth. I'm all for having systems and processes in place that are going to lead you to have more, to do more, to have a greater impact. But what I'm not for, you've probably seen some Facebook ads like this. I'm not for the guy out there who rented a Ferrari to pose in front of the picture of the Ferrari to make it look like that's his Ferrari. I'm not for the guy out there waving, the money and the cash around, making it look like, that's the cash that he did that day, when it's actually the cash that he had to go and did all year long or whatever. When it comes to your business, I want you to ask yourself, am I trying to build a Ferrari on a Volkswagen budget, when instead, let me just build a Volkswagen for a moment. Chances are you're probably not driving the same car that you did when you were a teenager in high school. And, if you're around my age, not everybody drove a car when they were a teenager in high school. It's kind of like now. And I'm saying this as a dad with two daughters who both have cars in high school, by the way. But, my very first car was a car they don't even make anymore. It was an 89 Ford Tempo. An 89 Ford Tempo. Now, you might have to Google image search that to kind of see what an 89 Ford Tempo looks like. But, they don't even make that car anymore. You ask me what I drive now. Well, I drive a BMW Z4. It's a convertible. It's a two-seater. It's a roadster. It's a very different car than what I drove in high school. It was over time. As things changed. Listen, I didn't even drive a roadster when my kids were young. It was a two-seater. I needed seats in the car so that, I could put their car seat in. I needed extra space so that, if my wife asked me to stop by the grocery store on the way home, that I could stop by the grocery store on the way home. It's a very different car than what I drove and drive right now. The metaphor and the similarity is this for you. Build what you need to fulfill the purpose that you have for right now. If something is serving your purpose, use it right now. If the tech that you need fulfills a purpose right now, then use it right now. But if it doesn't fulfill the purpose, then don't use it. I receive emails all the time about all this tech stuff, about how you can have this learning badge in your membership site, and how you can have this search process in your membership site, and how you can have this platform tagged into your membership site, and how you can use this to give people badges and awards whenever they complete all sorts of things. And people are like, oh, I need that. I need that. And guess what they have? They only have 5 members, 10 members, and they're thinking they need that. They don't need that. They need more members. Those things, those little fancy, technology, fancy membership site plugins, they're not going to deliver more members. And you think, well, if I improve how I deliver my membership site, more members will come. No, guess what? Your members don't know what's inside your membership site until after they join. Now, sounds like, you might say to me, well, Scott, it sounds like, you're against all those things. No, I'm not against all of them. I'm not. I'm for whatever works. I'm for whatever works in helping you serve more people and get more people in your membership. Too many membership businesses are solely focused in on serving more people, when you have to have a dual focus of serving and getting more people in your membership. If all you do is seek to serve, and you serve one, that doesn't mean more will come. Dual focus. So don't let all these fancy things get in the way. Don't let all the bells and whistles get in the way. You're putting tools inside your Volkswagen that are meant for a Ferrari, and don't do it. And at the same time, if you're running a Volkswagen and it's no longer serving your purpose, then maybe it's time for you to upgrade your service. I've been able to see behind the scenes in multiple memberships. And in the beginning, I used to be surprised that memberships were able to do 7 figures, 8 figures, some of them, using this particular platform. Something that you would probably consider a Volkswagen. But I realized it's not about that. It's not about having the flashy membership site or the fancy membership site. It's all about the content that is actually inside the membership site. That's what makes the difference. The quality of the content. They were able to build 7 figures, 8 figures in membership because of the quality of the content. So, if you ask me which is more important, the quality of the membership site or the quality of the content, I would defer every time to the quality of the content. Don't try to build a Ferrari on a Volkswagen budget. If your budget is for a Volkswagen, have the best, fanciest, nicest, cleanest, well-polished, well-maintained Volkswagen that you could potentially have. And as you grow, you may find out that nobody really cares about the Ferrari except for the person who owns it and the person who sells it. Listen, if there's a way that I can help you accelerate the growth of your membership, get more members, and serve those members better, I want to invite you to take a free test drive. Test drive our membership over at the Membership Accelerators Club. Just go to membershipacceleratorsclub.com and you can take a free test drive. And here's what I'm going to tell you. You're not going to find a fancy membership site. You're not going to find all the bells and whistles, because we focus in on the quality of the content so that we can help you accelerate the growth of your membership so that you can serve more people and get more members and have a greater impact. So go to membershipacceleratorsclub.com and let us help you accelerate your growth.
You've been listening to the More Members Now podcast with Scott Whitaker. To find out more about Scott or learn how you can grow your membership business, visit membershipmultipliers.com. Or you can also get a free copy of Scott's brand new book, Accelerate, How to Get Your Next 10, 100, 500, or 1,000 members. Just go to acceleratemymembership.com.